Kaugnay sa impeachment hearing ng House Justice Committee bukas laban kay Vice President Sara Duterte. Kausapin natin ang chairperson ng komite na si Batangas 2nd District Representative Jervil Luistro. Magandang umaga at welcome po sa Balitang Hali.
Good morning, Rack. Having me here again in Balitang Hali.
Opo. Ano pong plano nyo matapos kayong sampahan ng reklamo ni Attorney Mansa Carpio kaugnay sa pagtalakay sa bank records nila ni VP Sara?
Actually, wala pa tayo na-receive na copy eh. Pero as soon as maka-receive tayo ng subpoena, then we will be addressing. Sasagot tayo doon sa akusasyon sa atin ni Attorney Mansa Carpio.
May epekto po ba yung reklamo sa pagdinig bukas?
It depends on the justice members if they will consider this in their determination of probable cause. But in as far as our proceeding is concerned, for as long we will just proceed with our hearing and conclude it in the determination of probable cause.
Bukod po sa pagharap ng NBI, ano po yung mga asahan ng taong bayan sa huling bahagi po ng pagdinig?
We need to resolve the issue on whether or not to open the BIR box, no? Kasi it was laid on the table during the last hearing. And then we will be hearing also from the justice members if indeed we are decided to vote already, because we are not sure yet whether the majority of the justice members are ready to vote, no? So kung wala naman silang ibang inclination, then we should be able to vote tomorrow after the clarificatory hearing.
Gaano po kayo kaingat sa pag-deal dito sa issue ng box mula po sa BIR? Dahil pwede ho bang questionin ito at maging technical laban sa inyo at iparating sa Korte Suprema kung sakasakali?
Kami, Rafi, we've been very, very careful. We've been very, very conservative. That is why we are maintaining the position na lahat ng ginawa ng Justice Committee is constitutional, no? As a matter of fact, it is very clear na ang position namin about inquiring into bank records is legal, which means that the Justice Committee can actually subpoena the bank records and the bank officials because it is very clear under the bank secrecy law na exception ang impeachment case. However, it's because we are very conservative, we're taking the safer route. We opted to subpoena the AMLAC instead of the bank, no? But nonetheless, in spite of the caution that we have exercised, Attorney Mansa Carpio still filed this criminal case against us. Pero we acknowledge naman that this is part of the options of the defense team, just like the petitions which are already pending before the Supreme Court. Sa amin lang, Rafi, for as long as walang TRO, walang injunction, we are very much conscious that this is a constitutional duty that we have to conclude. So tuloy-tuloy lang ang proseso dito sa Justice Committee.
Gaano po ba kahalaga sa inyo na mabuksan pa yung box mula sa BIR?
Well, actually, that kasi ang sinabpina namin is ITR eh. That is supposed to disclose the personal income of the spouses, no? So one possibility, it can justify the 88 million. Dalawang bagay eh. Pwedeng it will help the defense team or it will help the complainant's case, no? Kaya lang, until now, we cannot tell because we haven't seen the contents of that box. But nonetheless, gusto ko lang i-highlight that the threshold in our proceeding is very minimal. That is only probable cause. So I don't know if opening the BIR box is an issue which will hamper the justice members' determination of probable cause. Again, this is very minimal. Probable cause is very minimal. Plus, considering that the defense did not present any evidence. So it appears that the complainant's evidence are all unrebutted, no? So it depends on the justice members if they will still consider this, the contents, if they're still interested to see the contents at least for the purpose of being able to vote in the determination of probable cause.
Tama naman po, no, bukas na yung huling pagdinig ng inyong komite at bukas na rin po ba pagbobotohan yung probable cause ng impeachment complaints?
Rafi, I haven't seen the majority of the justice members, no? Kasi dito ko lang naman nakikita yung majority kapag ka naghihiring eh. So this should be my answer to you. Kung wala na silang ibang inclinations kung wala na silang ibang concerns at natapos ng clarificatory hearing on the allegations of threat, then the justice members should be ready to vote on the existence or non-existence of probable cause.
At kung sakali kailan po kaya matatalakay ito sa plenaryo?
In case we will be able to vote tomorrow, no? To request another hearing date on May 4, that is intended for the approval of the committee report. And then upon its approval on May 4, we will immediately transmit it to the plenary on the same date, no? And then we anticipate that the plenary will be transmitting all the documents to the House members, including the complainant and the respondent vice president. That is in preparation for the plenary vote, which should happen after giving all these parties sufficient time to study if ever it is in favor of probable cause, the articles of impeachment, including the attached evidence.
Bagamat hindi po umattend ang busy sa inyong pagdinig, inaasahan niyo po bang dadalo pa siya? At kung hindi man siya dadalo, po pwede kayang maging basihan din ng inyong mga members, yung mga naging pahayag nila outside of the hearing?
Well, we have been extending a continuing opportunity to the Vice President to present her evidence, no? Kasi gusto rin naman talaga namin makita yung ebidensya niya. So the members will be guided in their voting in the determination of the existence of probable cause, no? Sabi ko nga dito sa Justice Committee, there are two possibilities. Pwedeng ma-dismiss at pwede rin ma-determine ang probable cause, di ba? But I don't know how we can consider the dismissal if the evidence of the complainants appears to be unrebutted. Unrebutted because the defense is not presenting their evidence, no? So kung darating sila, we will be welcoming them and we will be interested to hear the evidence and to see the evidence of the Vice President.
Okay, maraming salamat po sa oras na binahagi nyo sa Balitang Hali.
Thank you, Rafi. Thank you, Connie. At maraming salamat po sa lahat ng viewers and followers ng Balitang Hali.
Salamat po House Justice Committee Chairperson Representative Jervil Luistro.